You will love pouring over glass. The paint moves with such grace over the hard surface, and the finish is amazing. I want to help you to experience this for yourself, so I'm going to show you how I do it and help you get started, and share a helpful hint for you as well about your framing towards the end. So hang on in there and we'll get started. What I've got here is a sheet of glass out of a good quality frame that I purchased. So the glass is quite sturdy. I've painted it with an undercoat and a water-based enamel undercoat. Let it dry, and I've taped all the back of it up so that I don't get paint on the back of it. I did wipe the surface of it down with isopropyl alcohol before I did put that undercoat on, and I've got the sheet of glass propped up on a couple of solid square plastic containers, so it's up off the surface. So I'm just putting on the layers of paint here now. These are the pearl mixes, of course. So I started there with indigo, and that's the Lumiere indigo. I've got blue green by PBO, and I've got the teal on there, that's a jacquard paint, but it's the airbrush paint. It's not the Lumiere one, it's the airbrush, so it's quite fluid. That one was russet, and I've got the sunset gold there as well. You can see, sorry, I got those in the wrong order. So we've got indigo, we've got the blue green, we've got teal, we've got sunset gold, and we've got russet. And I layer them that way so that they blend into each other. I was starting to, when I first started doing this technique, I was just putting puddles down and I wasn't getting the blending very well. And I find if I put them in a curve like that, they blend a little bit better. And when I mixed these paints, I actually used a bit more of the Golden Gloss pouring medium in my mix just to make sure it was really going to stick. I don't want it peeling off, and it hasn't. It's dried just amazing. You put varnish on it and man, it just pops. It's so cool. Anyway, back to the painting. You saw me flick a bit of the black over top. That's my black Joe Sonia, my pour over colour. Just flick that over. It gives it a bit of interest, I think. And there I've got my pour over gold. So that's just the metallic gold from jacquard. And the black there is just my student black that I mix up with 50-50 Floetrol and water, just as a flow extender. Get rid of the bubbles. Don't want it to get too close to the glass with the torch, eh? Yeah, and then we'll just start tipping it out. So I'll let you watch this now. When you're tipping, make sure you take your paint back to the centre when you've finished tipping so that you've got it thin around all your edges and you get pearls around the whole thing. Okay, I'll let you listen to some music and we'll come back later with that tip for you about the framing. So that's developing up quite nicely there. When you're tipping, make sure to keep your fingers on the ends of your panel of glass so that you don't get runs down your panel. If you move your fingers around, you'll find that you'll get runs because the paint will come off your fingers. So anyway, this tip on your framing. You know those little felt dots that you can buy that have sticky on one side? Place one of those in each corner of the inside of your frame before you put your painting in there. And then it won't stick to the frame if you ever have to take it out again. It works like a packer. Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate you coming to see me, and hopefully I'll see you again soon.